I majored in mechanical engineering for about 2.5 years, but music won out. Well, I was studying music all along when I was going to school, and I had an epiphany. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. My mom and dad decided to send me out to New York City to stay with a cousin of mine who is a professional musician. They sent me out during the summer break, and my cousin, the professional musician, and his wife, who was born in Norway, wined and dined me and showed me Manhattan Island for 6 weeks. And while I was there, I got to see the original My Fair Lady on Broadway with Rex Harrison and Julie Andrews. I got to see the original West Side Story with Larry Kert and whoever else was there. I got to see the original Music Man by Robert Preston. With Robert Preston, I got to see the original How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying with Robert Morse. I got to go to the Goldman Band concerts in Central Park. I got to go to the Randall's Island Jazz Festival, and I'm sitting next to this little black kid up in the way in the bleachers in the back, and I turned to him at one point and I said, "Who's this trumpet player?" And he says, "Oh man," he says, "you got to pay attention to him. That's Miles Davis." Oh yeah, and it was the Miles Davis Kind of Blue Band with Cannonball Adderley and John Coltrane and Bill Evans. It was just an unbelievable experience, and it just spun me around big time, and I was a changed person when I went back to North Dakota. And I realized at that point that there was some kind of an allure going on there that really dangled a carrot in front of me, and I had no idea how to get involved in that because back in North Dakota, nobody really knew what professional musicians were up against, how they developed a career. So I went back to North Dakota at the end of that 6 weeks, and I lasted about a quarter and a half in mechanical engineering. Finally, music won out. So I went to my advisor and told him I was changing my major, and he says, "Why?" And I told him why and what it was, and he said, "Well, we were just about to offer you a $500 scholarship, but good luck." So that's what happened.